Hello everybody, welcome back. Today, I'm sitting in the living room. What do we think about this little spot? I kind of like it. Today I am sitting in the living room with you because I wanted to have a chat. In particular, I wanted to have a chat with you about my current workout routine, my current fitness journey, and just kind of updating you on where I'm at. In the 9 years that I've been on YouTube, I have frequently filmed workout style videos. I have filmed videos with my class fitness instructors. I filmed my home workouts. There's like so many workout style videos that I filmed over the years. Do you guys remember? Have any of you been here since I used to do my health weeks in the new year? I just feel like I've always kept you guys up to date with what I'm currently doing, and it's been a hot minute since I have filmed like a proper fitness and workout routine chat. So that's what I wanted to do here for you today, because every day May is the perfect time to film such a chat. And I think the last one I actually filmed would have been like before 2020. It probably would have been my peak spin studio ride cycle club loving moment. And then since then, I've just kind of like tossed it into morning routines and whatnot, and given you guys a little glimpse at the workouts that I'm doing. And I feel like I always try to keep you in the loop, like in the vlogs and whatnot. I always try to include some little workout clips and whatnot, but if a proper like chat, yeah, it's been a minute. How many times am I going to say that? That's what we're going to do today. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I literally wrote out like my entire history of my kind of workouts, because I really have gone through phases of workouts over the years, and it's kind of distinctly per year. It seems like I have a new little obsession when it comes to my workout, and then I go really full blown into it, and then I kind of taper off and find something different, or something happens to make me change my role. But overall, I've very much been a class fitness person, a class and group fitness person. That's kind of the thing that has motivated me in the past and kept me wanting to go. I love the energy. I love the atmosphere of a class workout. I feel like it's really motivating for me, and it gets me out of bed. And over the years, it's really been what's made me love working out and gotten me to a place where I can happily say that, because before, working out was such a chore for me. It felt like something I had to do. And in 2021, following the pandemic and following the lockdowns, I feel like so many of us really gained an appreciation for the privilege it is to be able to attend group fitness and workout classes. And we've really missed that for such a long time over that period. But at the same time, it forced me to be able to do my own workouts at home and kind of take control of that. And so since 2021, when I really started getting into that, I've made such a huge change in my fitness routine. And I feel like I've become more and more and more comfortable and knowledgeable when it comes to the workouts that I've been doing. And I'm just excited to tell you guys what I've been doing. So to start off with, let's just do a brief little history of my workouts, okay? I played sports in high school, loved my sports, was always super active, was on multiple sports teams at a time. And then university hit, I pretty much did nothing for the entirety of my 5 years at university. And then when I graduated 2016, that was when I started going to Bar Body Studio in Calgary. And it's kind of like I'd say it's a mix of HIIT and Pilates. It was a really fabulous studio. All the instructors were amazing, and I loved it so much. I felt like I had such a transformation in my body that year. It was great. And then I moved back to Vancouver and I started going to Equinox. And even at Equinox, I never used the actual gym portion. I did all of the classes. So they had amazing HIIT classes, they had bar classes, they had boxing. I just kind of did everything that was there, and I loved it so much. I actually have a video on my channel that I filmed with Zach, who was one of the instructors there. And from what I recall, I think we filmed it in the bar studio, which was really cute. Loved Equinox and really enjoyed my time. And then a year later, I moved to Toronto. So in Toronto is when I really started to get into Ride Cycle Club, and kind of like towards the end of 2018, the year of 2019, I was really just fully into the world of spin. I did it. I was obsessed with it. We did an entire month, every day May of 2019, we did an entire month of charity rides that I hosted and met so many of you doing, and it was such a fun time, and I really loved spin. Felt like it was just such a good blasting cardio workout. And at the same time, I was also doing berries. So I would do berries very occasionally and Ride Cycle Club, and it was just a lot of cardio. And this is important to note because towards the end of the year in 2019, I just started to experience so much pain. I was in so much pain. I wasn't stretching enough. I felt like I was just really pushing myself. I have mild asthma, and sometimes in a class, I would kind of see black and get to the point of fainting. And there'd be some classes where I'd push myself really hard, and then I would not be able to breathe, and I'd kind of have a panic. And I just felt like I was really, really pushing myself really hard for spin, and not taking care of myself, not doing any normal strength training. And I was just just straight spin. And my hips really paid the price for that because I started to go see someone for it, and I was trying acupuncture, I was trying massage. I actually ended up having one massage therapist in Toronto who really saved me, and she like taught me this one particular stretch for the piriformis, which apparently for me was what was really tight. Anyway, long story short, I started to have like severe hip and kind of back pain, and that's when it all, the trouble started for me. And then towards the end of 2019, we purchased the Peloton, we purchased the bike, and we did that because we loved spin so much. And when I say we, I mean Dan and I, and we were going to ride, but we were also traveling so much. Our travel schedule in 2019 was absolutely bananas. We also didn't live that close to the ride. Like we were walking 25 minutes to and from ride. So we were kind of looking for something as an alternative option to be able to do when we were traveling and we didn't have to rely on a class time. So we ended up purchasing the Peloton bike. I can't remember if it was December or November of 2019, but either way, we bought it like right before the year end and started playing with it. And it's like so much more of a low impact workout. And they're also so much shorter. Like you can do longer ones, but it was kind of nice to discover that you could like do a really effective and really hard spin class in 20 minutes. That was really the start of the fun for the Peloton for me. And then 2020 hit, and obviously I turned into a slug. I became a couch potato, gained a ton of weight, just got super sad. And I just basically did nothing like during the lockdowns. And when the world started to open back up, that was when I started doing F45, really got super into that for a couple of months, and then Toronto went back into lockdown. So basically 2021, I was like, okay, no more of this. I need to stop being sad and I need to do my home workouts. And so we moved into a new place. We had the Peloton bike, and I bought a little pack of kettlebells, and the heaviest kettlebell I had was 15 pounds, and I started doing all of the home workouts, and I was loving it. I was doing little rides on my Peloton, and then I was doing multiple like YouTube home workouts for kettlebells. I would just look up full body workouts for kettlebells. And with that, doing my kettlebell workouts as well as like really great introduction to strength workouts that I got from F45, which I guess if you don't know about F45, it's a 45-minute workout, and it's called functional training, functional something training. And it's a mixture of like cardio, HIIT, and strength training weight exercises. And that was like really, other than berries, which goes so fast when they do weight workouts, that was kind of my first time really doing like actual strength days and like not including body weight cardio or HIIT workouts. Like I felt like everything I was doing was high intensity interval training in some capacity. And F45, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, they do strength days, strength training. And it was the first time that I was like, wow, this is really exciting. I'm like starting to see a difference. I'm starting to see progress in my muscles. I'm not just flinging my body around in a cardio workout. So it was a really great introduction. And then I guess it was about 6 months from like that January of 2021 to basically when we moved back to Vancouver into our house that I was doing those kettlebell workouts. And I felt like because I was sticking to a consistent workout and doing these exact same like full body kettlebell workouts over and over again, I was able to like for the first time ever actually track and see my progress. And that was really exciting for me. You know, I've joked about this forever, but all I've wanted in life, in my workout life, is to have biceps. Truly, I've always just wanted to have like really ripped arms. It's just been a goal of mine, but it was like I just actually started to see progress and I was super excited about it. And in the start of that year in 2021, I made my little like New Year's intentions videos talking about this. And then I did a morning routine a few months later in March. And I was like, these are my non-negotiables. I am doing my workouts. I am making this a part of my lifestyle, and I'm having a lifestyle change. And I just feel so proud of myself. Like if you go back a couple of years, I probably could have never imagined being where I am now, but I really did change my mindset towards fitness and have really made it a part of my daily routine that I look forward to. Like I now wake up and I get excited to work out. Some days it's not that way. Okay, this is not every day, but in general, I now enjoy it truly and officially. And that really started last year, and I've really, really, truly had a mindset shift. So that's very exciting. And that kind of, well, that was a long blab, but that kind of sums up the little history of my workouts that have led to now. So when we moved into the house, I was still going to F45. And towards the end of last year, I again was just really, really starting to just experience so much pain in my body. My back started kind of throw out, my hips were getting really sore again. And even though I was like really consistently stretching and making a point of that, what I've come to realize is that I just don't really do well with really intense training. When you are doing class and group fitness, you're at the mercy of what is being given to you that day. You know, like there were some days where you'd go in and have this amazing full body workout, but you're doing like 10 minutes of burpees and mountain climbers. And for me, a gal with like very fragile lower back and hips, like flailing my body around, just didn't work for me. I didn't feel like I had the basic like strength requirements to be able to fling my body around, and it's just not something I ever took into consideration before, or maybe that's just a part of aging that I am now discovering. But yeah, I was just experiencing a lot of pain, and even though like the instructors at F45 are always so amazing, and I'd be like, hey, please ignore me, like I'm modifying, I'm doing this. I just felt like with class fitness, and the more you learn and the more you kind of grow and improve and see progress, you're not able to like focus on the muscle groups that you might want to focus on. And I know that's not the case for everybody. It's definitely taken me a long time to like get to that point where I know what I kind of want to work on, and I'm like, oh, actually I'd really love to do a leg day today. And I just had this realization that maybe it came time that I had turned into a gym person. So that leads us to now. So Dan, my darling, loving fiance, obviously like this is something that you guys would probably not know about him, but he is a very, very avid gym goer and just has so much knowledge when it comes to working out and the gym. Like last year, if you had put me into your classic gym setting, oh my God, even like last October, I remember we went to a gym. I didn't know what the heck to do with anything. I look at workout machines and I'm like, no, I am lost. I just put on my little full body weight routines and maybe give me one set of dumbbells and that's all I know how to do. Like me touching a leg press machine, never. I was so lost at the gym and I would never be able to know what to do. So for Dan, setting up his little home gym in the garage was like such a priority for him. He just really understands that and is very well versed in the gym life. And when he looks at a squat rack, he's like, yes. And he does all the research. Okay. So I definitely have benefited from having my Dan in my life because he's taught me so much about just like strength training in general and working out at the gym and whatnot and what each machine is used for and blah, blah, blah. So he's really taken the reins and set us up a lovely little home gym in our garage. And it's been such a blessing, especially because we don't really live anywhere near a gym or my usual group fitness. So he's kind of been setting that up at the same time as me kind of wanting to taper away from group fitness and kind of do my own thing and kind of start fresh and do some low impact workouts and really start with the basics for strength training. So much of this has come from Dan. And so at the start of this year, 2022, I bought myself a little workout book, which I do believe I've spoken about, but I started this in January 2022. I took a little before photo and I decided to embark on my strength training fitness journey, which is something that I've never done before. Obviously, January 1st, 2022, I started with a chest day. So let me actually start with this because this notebook has been such a joy for me and this little fitness journey that I've been on so far this year. And I'm basically just writing out every single workout that I've done, including the moves that I'm doing, the reps that I'm doing, and the weight that I'm doing. And it's been so, even like right now, looking at this first page that I started in January, it's so crazy to see how far I've come and the progress I've made. And also how the workouts have changed already. So with Dan's help, I kind of created a little workout routine and I kind of just wanted to pick his brain. I'm like, you as a man who's very well versed in the gym world, I'm like, what do you do? And he's like, well, usually he breaks his days up into push days, pull days, and leg days. And so I just kind of adopted the same format and started doing the same thing and have kind of like, I'll just Google like, what are the best moves to do on a push day? What are the best moves to do on a pull day? And kind of just pulling the basics. I now follow a lot of fitness people on both TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and just really like took such a deep dive into seeing what people's consistent workouts were. And I love seeing people's weekly workout routines and seeing how they set up their workout split. And I kind of tried to create my own little workout split. So as of May, as of this month, this is the 5th month that I have been doing this. And I feel like I have just seen such crazy progress and transformation in my strength and also like my body composition. I feel like I've been able to focus on certain areas of my body and improving certain skills and strength sets, and it's just been feeling amazing. So that's what I've been doing. This little notebook has been just so incredible for the tracking. I literally write absolutely everything down, even on the days I don't do anything. It's all been written in here, and this has been so fabulous. I take it with me when we are traveling as well. And yeah, that's where I'm at now. So now let me tell you kind of what I've been doing, which is still a work in progress. And it's kind of nice to be able to film this video to give me a little timestamp, like in 6 months, like what am I going to be doing? What's the progress that I'm going to have witnessed in that time? So my current workout split just depends on how I'm feeling. You know, since the end of last year when I was just like experiencing so much pain again in my body and just like going to chiropractors, going to a physio and trying to figure out what the heck is wrong with me, I just realized that I really needed to focus on low impact workouts and build up my strength. So currently in the 7 days of a week, my ideal scenario when I am home and unaffected by travel or any other kind of outside parts, I like to do a push, pull, leg, push, pull, leg. So in my little push day, I set it up to focus on moves that incorporate the chest, the triceps, and the shoulders. And I just do a lovely little upper body day. And then on my pull days, I like to focus on the biceps and the back. Pull days are my favorite. I'm having so much fun with pull days. Again, my dream is to have bulging, raging biceps. And yes, it's another upper body day. And then for my leg day, I feel like a lot of people split up their leg days into quad focused and glute focused, but for me, I just do an all-encompassing leg day. Leg days are good, but they're very hard. I actually have really come to dread my leg days because I'm usually just very tired after, and it's just hard. But I also, you know, want to work on that bootay, so I also love leg days at the same time. So those are the 3 days that I've created for myself and that I've consistently been doing the same moves for. And I feel like that's such an important thing to note, because beforehand I would just, you know, kind of feel bored and like want to switch up my moves. You know, 1 week I'd be doing workouts that were focusing on something and then the next week I would change it. Whereas now I've just been consistently doing these like 3 groupings of strength days and consistently progressing in the weights that I've been using. And I've been seeing so much progress with that, which has been very exciting. And so that's pretty much the baseline of the workouts that I've been doing, keeping it really simple, really stripping it back and just doing the most basic workouts that cover all of the major main muscle groups, I guess, in a nutshell, is what I've been doing. Now, I've really been trying to pay attention to my body and how I'm feeling and like what time of the month it is. So when it comes to my weight workouts, I do try to have at least those 3 days in a week, and then everything else just kind of depends. So like I said, an ideal week would have those 3 workout days and then repeat those 3 workout days with a rest day. But sometimes we spend the night downtown and I will go to an F45 class or a Barry's class. I still love group fitness. I still love the classes, but obviously I've just like changed my workout structure a little bit. And so when we're traveling or when we're staying downtown with our parents, it's nice to go and revisit those, but it's just like so much less than before. And I actually feel like I'm doing so much better when I go to F45 and Barry's now, because I've been like working on my most basic strength movements. And I just feel like I'm so much more well acquainted with like the equipment and whatnot when I go now. I still purchase class packs and I still go whenever we are there. And then there's some weeks where I just need more rest days and I just don't have it in me to do a strength workout, and that's so fine. And I still just try to hop on the treadmill and get some steps in and try to just be a little bit more active anyway. So a lot of my weeks, my workout structure will be like a push day, a pull day, a leg day, and then I might just have like 4 rest days in between those, and I'm just walking on the treadmill, and that's so fine. And I'm trying to just be a lot more accepting of that and like being aware of my energy levels and whatnot. Now with my strength workouts, I also want to say that I have been really taking the time to do a proper warm up, like doing a lot of dynamic stretches and whatnot before I get into it. That's really been helping with my hip and lower back health. And I've also really been trying to make a point of like being aware of my core, because I think a lot of my back and hip issues have stemmed from the fact that I do have a really weak core. So just trying to be a little bit more aware of that and firing that up and activating that, if you will. And then I also really like stretching is so important. And I do have my same little stretching routine that I do at the end of all of my strength workouts, and that's been super important for me to include in all of my workout days. Now, this brings me on to the next thing, which is the cardio portion of my everyday workouts. And I want to talk to you guys about the treadmill, because following up from the history of my workouts and our love for spin and our Peloton bike, about 6 months ago, we did purchase the Peloton treadmill, and we actually did that because of the area that we live in, and we wanted to be able to get our walks in. When we lived in the city, Dan and I would always do our daily walks in the city, and we loved it so much, and it's super important to get those steps in and be mobile, even on days when you're not working out. And we purchased the treadmill with the intention of using it for walking. I've always laughed off the idea of running. I've never been a runner in my life. Even in high school sports, when we'd have to do like running drills and sprinting, I was always, oh my God, I hated it so much. I literally never, ever would have thought that I would get to this point. But since we purchased the treadmill, we have not touched the bike. Oh my God. Like, I don't know if it's one of those things, if it's one of those phases that I'm just entering into right now, but we have fallen in love with a treadmill, and we are even considering selling our Peloton bike. I never thought I'd be saying those words, but it's the truth. We are so obsessed with the treadmill. And what's amazing with the Peloton classes that they structure for both the bike and the treadmill is they really, like, you can do a beginner like learning program. So over Christmas, I guess in December and then into January, I started doing all of the beginner running classes, and I do like the interval versions. I don't really just like to straight run for 20 minutes. I still do like the interval style of classes. It's very similar to Barry's, but like more low impact when you're doing the beginner ones, obviously. And I feel like they did such a good job like setting you up and teaching you the basics of running. And I feel like it's been such a little magical learning experience for me. And I've been loving the classes. There's so many amazing instructors on the treadmill, and I just never thought it would be something I'd enjoy. Never, ever, ever. And I've been loving it. And it's so nice to have the option. I think that's the biggest difference between the bike and the treadmill, is that on the bike, I treat it kind of the same as I did with classes, where I need to do a class. I need to have someone take me through. Like, I'm not just gonna go sit on the bike and like watch YouTube or Netflix or listen to my own music and just pedal. It's just not something that I would enjoy or look forward to. But on the treadmill, I love having the 2-in-1 option. Like, I can go on and I can do a class and I can be sweaty and I can make it as hard as I want. I can do an intermediate or an advanced class and be sprinting till the cows come home. Or if I don't want to do anything, if I'm exhausted and I have no energy to work out, I can literally go sit on there, walk at a slow pace and watch Netflix, and I'm still moving my body. So having that versatility with the treadmill has been absolutely game-changing for me and Dan, and it's been a part of our workout that we look forward to so much. Like, I can't tell you guys like how much the treadmill has changed our workout life. And it's not even necessarily the Peloton treadmill. Like, there's a million other treadmills that you can buy. I've seen people even with those amazing little fold-up treadmills that they do, and they're like working on their laptop and literally just walking. I think it's so brilliant. But having that low impact option to just walk has been incredible for our little fitness journey. So even if I'm not working out, or if it's following my strength workout, I am going on the treadmill. So I'm either doing a walk or I'm doing a class, because I really do want to make the steps a part of my everyday. And so even when we are traveling, like when we've been at hotels, I still just pop open the Peloton app and I'll just like do a walking class or do a running class, and trying to keep that a part of the everyday is really important. So the treadmill, game changing. I can't believe it's literally taken me almost 29 years of my life to gain an appreciation for running and for using a treadmill, but it's been amazing. And I just, my cardio just feels so much better. Like now when I go into a Barry's class, like I still die. It's so hard and it's really high intensity. I feel so much more confident on the treadmill, and I feel like I'm able to use my entire body. Like it's just something that if all of my equipment was taken away from my garage, I could go for a little jog. And I never thought I'd say that in my life, and it just feels really good. It feels good to be just working on these basics in my workout routine in life and building up my strength and seeing progress. So that's it. That's the little roundup of what my current workout routine looks like. And even besides that, obviously it's been so amazing, and we feel so lucky to have being able to build what we've built for our little home gym in our garage, and our car still fits in the garage perfectly. And now Dan, oh my God, he follows so many YouTube channels that like do home gym reviews, and he's constantly researching and seeing like what we can puzzle in there and fit in there. And it's been really exciting. But it is at the point where if we were to move, if we ever moved back to the city and like didn't have the space at home, I now feel comfortable, and I actually like, oh my God, now I wish that I had like used the gym all these years. Like I just get so giddy when I walk into a gym now and I see all these different machines, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so fun. And I know that I'd be able to like go to a regular gym and be able to do a successful workout and still keep up with it. So that's been super fun. I feel like I've been learning so much, and I can't wait to see where this little strength fitness journey takes me and where I'm gonna be in months and years to come. And that's pretty much been it. So consider me a little gym gal now. Here I am talking about my little workout split, but yeah, it's been so fun, and it's something I just really like scoffed at before, and I was just so like, oh my God, now I'm going to my class. I love my group fitness, and it just feels good to be able to embrace the gym lifestyle in a good and healthy way. I didn't really want to get into specifics about my workouts because I feel like I am not a professional, and there's just so many people and like fitness professionals and literally fitness influencers who have so much information. Like there are probably millions of videos on YouTube from people who know so much and have so much experience in the workout space. So I don't want to walk you through my actual specific step-by-step workout because I could absolutely be doing something wrong. I'm fully just doing what's working for me right now. And as far as what's next in my workout routine, like what I would love to do in the future is actually find someone like a personal trainer or reach out to someone to set up a program and hopefully learn a little bit more about other things that I can be doing. Like if I don't really know if the order of what I'm doing is the right order. Like, should I do my hip thrust at the end of my leg day, or should I do it in the middle, or should I do it at the start? Like, I don't really know what's right. I'm kind of just doing what feels good and what feels right for my body right now. But going forward, I definitely have some specific goals when it comes to strength training and what I want my progress to look like. And I think my next step is definitely reaching out to a professional or having a personal trainer who I can either work with virtually or just have a consultation and have them kind of like cater a workout to mine and Dan's specific needs. And I think that's going to be the next step for us for sure. I felt like it was important to update you guys because like I already said, I've always just kind of kept you guys in the loop with what I've been doing and wanted to give you the update of where we are now. It's been really fun. I just feel so much better for it. I feel like, yeah, I'm so much happier and content with my workouts, and I'm just seeing a lot of progress in my strength. And it's just all around good vibes, just feeling good, guys. We have come to a very, very happy place in the workout routine, and I'm really excited to be able to say that. I hope you guys enjoyed this little blab and this little update on what my current fitness journey is looking like. So thank you so much for being here. If you made it to the end of the video, cheers to you guys. Cheers to you. Thanks so much for being here and for watching. For those of you who have followed along all these years in the fitness journey, thanks so much for sticking with me. And I'm excited to see what comes in the future, my friends. I'm gonna love you and leave you here, and I will see you all tomorrow for a new Everyday May video. Bye!